Hello, good morning. Welcome to Verbling, or good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we're going to be looking at sentence structures to give suggestions and advice. We'll be doing a few exercises, and then the bulk of the class will be practicing. I'll let you guys take turns giving me advice. I'll be asking you for advice and letting you practice what we learned in the first part of class. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Likewise, how are you today?
Before I mentioned about Happy Back, right? And the New Year's Day or yesterday. Yesterday, many shops and department stores opened. Then at first they sell Happy Back. Happy Back is the closed back, but inside is there are many things inside. We can see inside. But if I pay 1,000 yen back, inside I'm sure triple or four times value.
Okay.
So it's nowadays it's very famous for foreigners. Then I was watching TV yesterday news. Many foreigners waiting for the opening in the line.
Really?
Yeah, they run into the building. They bought a Happy Bag for clothes wear. Then after that, they brought the bag and on the street. They are changing for example, coat. Oh, I already have a black coat, so someone want to buy coat. Then the other person said, I have red coat, but this bag has a red coat. Let's change it like that.
So, okay. Well, that's kind of smart. Okay. Happy bag.
Yeah.
All right. In English, okay, we have we sort of have that concept. It's called a grab bag, which is a mystery bag. You don't know exactly what's in it, and
Yeah.
right. But it can also be used idiomatically. A grab bag means a whole lot of different things. You don't know really what it is. In a more idiomatic way. So, but if they're buying clothes, can you get a happy bag for your size?
Yes,
Or do you...
it's separated the size.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right. Well, hey, that sounds like a great idea. Why not? I'd do that.
I don't want to buy 3L what XL.
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm an idiot when it comes to fashion. I don't care. I'll wear anything, so works for me. Sounds great. Okay, let me welcome some others to class. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Otley.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. Just waiting for the new year. So looking forward to new challenges.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, welcome to the class. I also want to welcome Javier. Hello, Javier.
How you doing, Oakley?
I'm okay. How are you today?
Nice, very good. Thank you.
Great. Glad to hear it. And also, I'd like to welcome Mauricio.
Hello, Oakley.
Hello, Mauricio. How are you?
Good, good. Little bit freezing, but good.
A little bit freezing? Is
Yeah.
it cold there?
Yeah. Minus 30 Celsius.
Oh my God! Really? Wow. Okay, it's a little bit cold here where I live in the Philippines, but that means simply it was like 18 degrees last night. Ooh, brr. Everybody puts on like a warm winter jacket when it's 18 degrees here. Freezing. Yeah, it's funny. I'm still walking around with shorts and a t-shirt, but all the Filipinos have on pants and winter jackets. Zinho, welcome to the class. Hi, Zinho.
Hi, teacher.
Hey. How are you today?
Fine. Waiting for your class.
Okay, well, here we go. And we're off. Okay, I'm going to do a couple exercises with you so you kind of get the idea, some different ways to politely give advice or make suggestions. We're going to do a couple exercises real quick, and then we're going to start some more active, practical, open-ended kind of practice. First of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about how to ask for advice. I'm going to do a screen share with you. One way we do that is we often use have or get, especially to ask somebody about a service or how to get something done or get something done for you. So just so you know, sometimes we do that with an active question or an active sentence. Sometimes we do it with a passive. For example, a more active sentence, do you know where I can have someone fix my bike? Do you know where I can is very common. You can answer, you can have this person, Hazel's personal services, fix your bike. You can get a repair shop to fix your bike. So you can give advice by saying you can have or you can get, all right, to make suggestions about where. Passive sentence, do you know where I can have my bike fixed? Doesn't make any difference if you want to use an active sentence or a passive sentence. Active voice or passive voice makes no difference really. And you can also answer that way. You can have your bike fixed by, there's the crucial by when we want to say who's doing the action in a passive sentence. You could get your bike fixed at a repair shop. So, okay, the prepositional phrase with by to show who and at to show where. Simple enough. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. First of all, I would like you to try asking about where to get this done, and then maybe you can. Well, maybe we'll just go around. I'll start with the question, asking Heidi. She was first in the class, and she can answer where, and then Heidi can ask the next question in number 2, and the next person will answer, and then ask the next question, and so on. Let me quickly welcome a couple joiners. Is that Keiko? Keiko, have you joined us? Can't really
Hi,
reel it in.
teacher.
Hi, long time no see. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to
Happy
see
New-
you.
Happy New Year, Keiko.
Happy New Year to you.
Well, thank you very much. Excellent. I'm glad to have you aboard. And Moham is with us as well. Hello, Moham.
Hello, Oakley. Yeah, it's the second one. Mulham. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so Heidi. I want to have someone shorten my skirt. How do I find someone to shorten my skirt?
Your skirt?
Well, it just happens to be the first example. Don't read too much into it, okay, everyone? All right. Okay.
It's like a Scotland.
Yeah, well, that would be a kilt. How can I have someone shorten my kilt? Even that's kind of scary. Shorten your kilt? No, keep those kilts as long as possible. Okay. Anyway, Heidi,
You you can have a hide to short your skirt.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You could say, well, I could shorten your skirt for you. Of course. Okay. And shorten, notice shorten here is the how we use short as a verb. You shorten something, or long, you lengthen it with the en. Okay. Heidi, now you can ask about where to get your hair cut. Okay, you can ask Jane.
Do you know where I can have my hair cut?
Oh, hi, Heidi. You can have your hair cut in a salon.
Salon?
Okay. Well, or
What the name of the salon?
there you go.
Oh, I cut my hair in a salon here called Team Salon.
Team Salon.
Yes.
Great name. Okay, very good. Keep it going, Jane. You can ask Javier about where to get your watch fixed.
Hi, Javier. I want to have someone to repair my watch. Do you have any idea?
Hi.
good.
Yes, you can get your watch to get fixed at the jewelry store.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You can Javier, you can get your watch fixed, or you can have your watch fixed.
You can get it.
Either one is okay. You can have your watch fixed, you can get your watch fixed, but not you can have your watch to get fixed. You wouldn't
Okay.
use the infinitive there. Just use get or have as the main verb. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Javier, why don't you ask Mauricio how you're gonna get your scooter fixed?
Mauricio, do you know where I can have fix my scooter?
Okay, so hang on. Where I can have my scooter fixed.
You can have fix your scooter in a mechanic.
Okay, you can have your scooter fixed at the mechanics. You want to say at. Okay, when you're using this passive structure, you want to say at to show a specific place.
Okay.
Okay, so it would be more appropriate to say at. All right. Mauricio, ask Zinho about getting your passport photo done or taken.
Do you know where I can take my passport photo?
Okay, you would usually. I think that's okay. I mean, that's okay. But usually, you get your photo taken. We usually say this in a passive way when you're talking about getting your picture taken. So passive. Do you know where I can have my passport photo taken? A more passive structure, probably, or where I can get my passport photo taken. It's just more likely, it's more common because somebody does the action to you or for you. It's more common to say it in a passive. Zingu?
You can have your passport photo taken in the library.
In the library. That's interesting.
The library?
Really? Okay, that's a new one, but all right, fair enough. Zingu, okay, you're gonna ask Keiko about getting your neck massaged.
Hello.
Okay,
Can you
hello?
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mm.
We can hear you. Go ahead and ask for advice about where to get your neck massaged.
And do you know where I can have my leg massaged?
Massaged. Massaged.
Massaged.
Not massagee. Get rid of that E vowel. Massaged.
Massaged.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Keiko?
You can get your neck massaged
Good.
at the dermatologist. Is to
Really?
at the dermatologist.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't really know that. Okay. That's interesting. I've never tried that one. Okay, Keiko, you've got problems with your leather jacket. You would like to get it cleaned. Why don't you ask Moham about how to get that done? Keiko? Are you there?
I didn't understand to whom
Oh, Moham.
okay, Moham.
Mm-hmm.
Moham, um, could you say me uh, who would clean my leather jacket?
Okay, hang on a second. Could you
Who
tell
could
me?
can you tell me
There you go.
who could clean my leather jacket,
Okay,
please?
that's good. Oh, please,
Sure.
very nice.
Okay, sure thing, Keiko. I think you can get your your leather jacket cleaned at the laundry.
Okay. At the laundry. Okay, and Moham asked me for advice about taking care of your pets.
Okay, please, can you take care of my pets while I am away?
You're asking me. I don't know, Moham. What kind of pets do you have? If it's a tiger or an elephant, you can forget it.
Okay.
Okay, very good. All right. Very good. I'm gonna look at one more exercise here. Hang on a second. Let me do a little scrolling here. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about making suggestions and some of the different ways we do that using gerunds or infinitives or modals or negative questions. This is giving advice or making suggestions. All right, so try to remember a couple of these so you can use these in the rest of the class. With gerunds, you can make a suggestion by making a question. For example, what about looking through the personal ads? Okay. What about taking your pets to the vet? Okay. So this is very common. What about, and then the gerund or the ing verb. All right. Okay. What about watching BBC videos to help listening? Okay. This is one way. Another way is to premise it, start it with, have you thought about? Okay, what about? Have you thought about? Have you thought about bringing your pet to the vet? And then the gerund. Okay, these are common ways to actually ask a question to make a suggestion, often using a gerund. With an infinitive, okay, here's a couple suggestions. It might be a good idea to check out. Here's our infinitive. It might be a good idea to check out the vet, see if they have a kennel. Okay, it might be a good idea is the signal phrase, we could say, followed by an infinitive. Another possible signal phrase, one thing you could do is to go. And okay, notice we wouldn't say one thing you could do is going to the vets. Notice we really have to use an infinitive clause here instead of a gerund. Couple other possibilities. With a modal and a verb, maybe you could go to a chat room. Simply just the modal and the verb could go to. Maybe you could, whatever, it's going to be followed by a verb. Actually, it's worth noting, after any modal, could, would, should, may, might, have to, even phrasal modals, doesn't matter. You cannot use a gerund. All right. English rule worth noting: you just really should never. Well, you can't. You just can't use a gerund after a modal. Actually, what you're using is just the verb. Could go. It could be followed. Could go like the last sentence. What you could do is to go. Or just maybe you could, whatever, take your dog to the vet. Or another possibility, negative questions. Why don't you? Simple enough. Why don't you? And then make your suggestions. These are all polite ways to make suggestions or give advice. All right, they're quite direct. Notice there's a lot of modals here. Maybe you could. We often, when we're trying to be polite, we use adverbs that show possibility. Well, you could probably, or maybe you could, you might want to, one thing you could do, it's possible, these kinds of modals and adverbs to be polite and to indicate that in fact it's one possibility. You're just making a suggestion, you're not demanding. Okay, let's do another exercise here. I'm going back to Heidi here. Here's what I would like you to do. I'll read you the problem, and then you can look at the suggestions here and using one of the forms that we looked at. And if you would like me to scroll up so you can take a look while we're doing this exercise, just ask, by the way. See if you can match a good suggestion and phrase it with one of the gerund, the modal, the infinitive. Or if you know another way, I don't mind if you do that as well. So Heidi, how can I build self-confidence? Cut down on calories. Well, okay. Okay, how can I build my self-confidence?
You are self-confident. Try not to get peeved about little things.
Okay. All right. Now, usually we're gonna. All right, that's very direct. Usually we're gonna try to be polite. So something like you might try. Okay.
Why don't you try?
Oh, there's good. That's a good one. Why don't you
try not to get peeved about little things?
Why do you say that? I don't get peeved about little things. Just kidding. Okay. All right. I don't really care which suggestion you use. The idea is to practice those kind of signal phrases and understanding if it's a gerund or an infinitive or what comes after it. Okay. Jane. Oh, Jane. What could help me be happier?
Okay. You can try participating in more social activities.
Okay, you could try participating. Here we have a gerund. Very nice. Okay, I like it, Jane. That's the idea. Excellent. Javier, how can I lose weight?
One thing you can do is cut down on calories.
I like it. One thing you can do is cut down on calories. Okay. Another thing I could do is just cut off one of my legs. Forget it. Okay. Mauricio, oh boy, what can I do to save money?
It might be a good idea.
Whoops. Sorry.
Come up with a budget.
All right. It might be a good idea to come up with a budget. So using the infinitive here. I like that you guys are all using different methods. Might be a good idea to come up with a budget. Okay.
In this case, can I use what can I say about coming?
Coming? Yes, you can. Well, okay. Hang on. Let's see. I have another suggestion that I was actually thinking of.
What about coming?
What about coming up with a budget? Sure. Have you thought about coming up with a budget? Here's another one. Coming up with a budget is maybe a good idea. You can also, you can, it's not in our little preview here, but we could actually start with a suggestion. It's a little more direct, a little less polite, but you could just start with a gerund. So yeah, that's a good question. Coming up with a budget might be a good idea. Coming up with a budget might be a place to start. Be another common way to say it. Okay, that was a good question. Zingio, how can I improve my memory? Zingio, are you there?
One thing you could do is to play concentration games.
Okay, very good. That's true. Zingio, do you ever play concentration games?
I'm not old. I have the good memory. I never tried that.
Oh, well, your memory is a muscle. You should keep it exercised. You don't want it to atrophy. Okay. Keiko. Keiko, how can I get along with my roommate better? Keiko?
What about planning fun activities to look forward to every week?
With my roommate? Okay. What about planning? Okay, using a gerund. Very good. All right, that would work. Excellent. Okay, Moham. How can I've just moved to a new city. How can I meet new people?
You can participate in more social activities.
Yeah. Okay.
You can try to participate in more social activities, yeah.
Okay, you can try to participate in more social activities. All right.
We can have a question.
Yes. Go ahead.
What's the difference between try to participate or try participating? Can we say try participate? We can say try participating, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah, well, you can try participating in more social activities, or you can try to participate. In that case, you can use either. Next week, Moham, I'll be having a class, which I don't know why I torture myself in such a way, to talk about in any case, to talk about gerunds and infinitives. I hope you can join me, but in any case,
Great.
there's a big problem.
I will.
It's very difficult because it depends on the verb, and a lot of it is just understanding what some verbs afterwards we always have to use a gerund. Some verbs after we always have to use an infinitive. Many verbs, of course, you can do either, like try. We can use either a gerund or an infinitive after try. You're absolutely correct. It's a tough lesson, but hopefully you can join me. I'll try to clarify it. I often just confuse myself more, but I'll be trying it. Okay. Kikau is asking if I can give the link for the document. No, I actually decided to use this at the last minute, so I didn't upload it into Verbally. I'm sorry about that, and I can't really do it right now. But my apologies. It was kind of a last-minute addition. I realized that, oh, this is very good material. Take screenshots. Okay. Get the video. Okay. Let's try some others, and also I want you guys to, as we're gonna try maybe another round, I'll ask you for advice using what you learned without the prompts. I want you to try to give me advice again, but also, as we're doing this next round, if you can think of your own problem that some area where you would like some advice, because I would like you to also practice asking for advice, but we'll do a round of giving me advice before that to give you a little time to think of something, so be thinking of something. Heidi, I didn't pass my driving test. I don't know, what should I do now?
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
What about giving up or taking the license? You don't have any ability to drive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. 2 suggestions. Okay, we can certainly do that. Make 2 suggestions simply using or, connective. What about giving up or
taking your license before killing someone?
Giving up your license. Okay. I could try that. Well, okay. All right. Jane, this is real, though. This is a place where I actually really do need advice, not made up. Jane, I need to save money at the supermarket. Can you give me any advice?
You can buy those family pack in you can get a larger volume of product with cheaper price, and you can also find coupons online or from magazines. And finally, you can subscribe for a membership card of the supermarket and get bonus points every time when you make purchase.
Okay. You know what? I do have one of those cards, and I don't know what it gets me. I don't understand those cards. I must have accumulated like 1 million points, but I have no idea what I can do with those points. What can you do with those points, Jane?
Usually you can use those points to change for like utensil, like kitchen tools, and for some gifts.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I can never figure out what I'm supposed to do with the points. I don't get it. Okay. And I have to tell you, Jane, where I live, I've never seen anyone using coupons in the supermarket.
Is it? Oh, maybe they don't give out coupons.
I don't know. I really don't know, but I've never actually witnessed somebody using coupons ever. So I don't get it. I don't know if they do it or what.
Maybe in
Very
many years ago they still use coupon, but now no more because
well
it's electronic copies.
in America they do. I use coupons when I lived in the United States, but now I'm living in the Philippines. I don't see coupons ever in journals or magazines or newspapers. I never see them. I don't know where you would get them, and I never see anybody using them. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Well, okay. All right. Bigger things. Buy bigger things. It seems like. Okay. All right. Javier. Javier. Hey, Javier. Guess what?
Yes.
I just arrived in your country. What should I do? I totally don't have a plan. Help.
Well, you can call me.
I am.
Well, I think have you thought about call a friend? Maybe go to a help desk in the airport at the airport. One thing you can do is ask to people about the location that you are.
Okay.
What else?
I don't know, but hey, hang on. Let me give you some feedback. Have you thought about calling a friend? You would use a gerund there.
Okay.
Okay. Which I like. Have you thought about? That's good. That's a good signal phrase. Have you thought about calling a friend? Okay. One thing you could do. Ask people, not ask two people. You could ask people about where you are. Okay. Do you have tourist information desks in your country, Javier?
Oh, sure. They are.
For sure.
We have it. Yes.
All right. Great. Well, that would help. Okay. Terrific. Should I? Okay. All right. I'll ask the next question to Mauricio. Mauricio, I've just arrived in your country at the airport. Should I take a taxi?
So I'm in Canada, but I'm from Brazil.
You are?
Which country?
Okay, let's say Brazil. Okay, I just
Brazil?
arrived
Yeah.
in Rio. Should I take it? Is it a good idea to take a taxi from the airport?
You might take a taxi.
Okay. Is there any other way to get out of the airport?
But you should take a taxi, and the official taxi at airport.
Ah, okay.
It's important.
I gotcha. All right. Okay. Right. I getcha. Official airport taxi.
Yeah, perfect. Because it's danger if you take a taxi and another kind of tax.
Okay.
It's not safe.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Good advice. Where are you, Mauricio, in Canada, if I might ask?
I'm studying English.
No, where?
Where? Do you know Saskatchewan?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well.
And Saskatchewan and the capital, Regina.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cold up there. Oh, that's why it's so cold.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be -40 Celsius.
Yeah, that is a cold place. You got the Arctic jet stream just pours right into Saskatchewan and Alberta. Alberta Clipper, call that.
Yeah, near Alberta.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, okay. No, now I understand. Okay, that explains a lot why you were saying it's so cold. Okay. Zingu.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Zingu. Zingu, I have a problem. I just found 10,000 US dollars in the street in a little bag. What should I do? I don't know what to do. What should I do, Zingu? I'm asking for your friendly advice.
It might be a good idea to donate those money to me.
Oh, really? Okay.
I would manage this money for you.
Would you? You're too kind. Okay. All right.
You
It
are
might be a
very
good idea.
generous. You
All
are very
right.
generous.
Yeah. Not yet. I'm not. Okay. It might be a good idea to donate that money. Because money, okay, we can't say three monies. It's uncountable. So we have to use a singular, okay, demonstrative. That money, not those money. So you could donate that money to me. Oh, really? Okay. Not so sure about that. All right. Okay. Keiko. Keiko, just before class, I broke the handle off my faucet in my kitchen, and water is pouring into my kitchen. What should I do? It's starting to leak into my office now. What should I do, Keiko? My sink is leaking uncontrollably.
What about putting something to stop the water leaking and then calling a technician to solve the problem?
Okay. What can I use to stop it? What can stop it? And by the way, I would probably call a plumber. All right, a plumber is the guy who fixes your water pipes and
Plumber.
pipes and anything to do with water and sewage is a plumber. But okay, I think I should find the water main. Do you know what that is? Do you know what I'm talking about? The water main? In general, in somebody's house or apartment, there's one faucet or dial where they measure your water if they're going to bill you, for example, where you can shut off all water to the house. Generally, we call that the water main. Okay. All right. Mulham. Okay. I want to quit smoking. What should I do? Do you have any advice for me?
Yep, of course. How about taking a nicotine replacement patch? How about using a nicotine replacement patch?
Okay. All right, I could try that. Do you know? Maybe you guys don't know this, but do you know somebody really famous and important that chews nicotine gum all the time? You guys have any idea who I'm talking about?
Not me.
No idea. President Obama is constantly chewing Nicorette or whatever that nicotine gum is.
Oh,
I
is
bet
that
you
for
didn't know
real?
that. Yeah, that's for real. Absolutely true. Yeah.
Is it like well known in the USA? I have never heard it before.
President Barack Obama. President Barack Obama.
President Barack Obama. That's right. Well, I've read it.
President.
President. Okay, calm down. President. Yeah, well, I've read it like 2 or 3, probably 3 times. I remember reading about it in some article, usually some article that is kind of stupid, like dealing with his golf game or some kind of social stuff. But yeah, I've read it a few times. He'll chew it while he's golfing because he gets nervous, or he chews it before he gives a speech, things like that.
And
it's kind of funny.
Did you try to use like a stamp?
What?
A
patch?
I'm not sure about the stamps.
A patch, you mean? I think that's what Moham just said. A thing you put on your skin?
Yeah, that's it.
Did he try it? I don't know. I don't know that much. I've only seen it like a couple times mentioned as a little side information, and as again in these kind of articles, nicotine patch.
No,
that's it.
I haven't. It's usually like this, Nico.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a little weird, but all right, just a little strange trivia. But anyway, he's like addicted to nicotine gum. It's kind of funny. Nicotine replacement patch. Okay, yeah, that's okay. All right, let's see if we can think of any. Jane, Heidi's apparently gone. Jane, do you need any advice about anything? Can you ask for advice, or you can make something up?
Oh, okay. I want to lose my Cantonese accent when I speak English. Can you give me some advice?
Sure. You should learn Mandarin. Just kidding.
I can't teach you Mandarin.
I'm
a Chinese teacher.
Yeah, thank you. I would love to learn Mandarin as well.
Okay. Well, anyway, I assume you mean in English. It's very interesting accents. I'll handle this. I feel like this question is for me, but if anybody else has any suggestions for mitigation of accent, I would love to hear them as well as Jane. But it's very interesting. Some people, the younger you are, you start to learn English, the more likely that you can lose your accent. The older you are, it's really just impossible, frankly. So give up trying and don't worry about it. But I want to make one point. You have a very good pacing when you speak. So even though I do hear an accent, it's so slight, and your pacing is medium to moderate, not really slow, but slower. Actually, a slower pace in speaking helps mitigate the effects of an accent. Many people make the mistake of they think the faster they talk, the less you will hear the accent. That's absolutely 100% wrong. It's quite the opposite. You have good pacing, so your accent is not really. It has no effect to understanding. So don't worry about it. That's my advice.
Okay, thank you. That's a good piece of advice.
Okay, you're welcome. I don't know if anybody else has any other advice for accent reduction. I wish I had some kind of magical cure. That would be great. You need to wear, Jane, you need to wear a nicotine replacement patch at all times. This will help your accent. Absolutely.
Okay, I will try.
Don't do that, Jada. No, joking only. Javier, would you? Oh, what's
I thought
that?
actually using. I thought that actually someone told me before that you can't lose an accent after like getting 18 years old or 20 years old. I thought it's just a myth or something that not true. So it is true.
No, just because I said it doesn't make it true. I'm speaking
No,
in my
he's
opinion.
he's
He did?
actually also an English teacher,
Oh, really?
and he's teaching here in Syria.
Okay. All right. Just from my personal experience, I'm talking about. But I've heard kids. My goodness, I've heard like 12-year-old kids that have English second language. I can't even tell they could be American, and like Chinese Mandarin kid I know I taught. I can't tell if I close my eyes, I could be listening to some kid from New York City. I can't even tell. Actually, not New York City, because New York City has an outrageous accent. See, you can lose your accent, but you also have to realize, at least as far as Americans are concerned, they have accents. British have accents, in different areas, colloquial. Australians, So don't worry about it. Everyone has an accent if you're speaking English from somewhere else, so it doesn't really matter in reality. Javier, do you need advice about anything? Can we help you out?
Well, yes, I couldn't sleep for the last 2 days because of my dog's barking.
Oh, because of your dog's barking.
Yes,
I couldn't sleep.
He starts to bark at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and I wake up at 5 a.m. to work.
What are they barking at? Do you know?
I don't know. I wake up and check out what could be, but I can find nothing.
Uh-huh. Okay. That's a good one. Open to the class. Anybody have any suggestions? Javier's dogs are barking at 1 in the morning. Zinho, you have an idea?
You should buy a gun and kill that dog.
Those are his dogs, Zinho. My
Oh,
goodness, that seems like a radical solution.
No, I can't do that.
Are you an extremist or what? Come on, mellow out, dude. Calm down. Okay. Well, I don't know about that one.
I have been thinking to buy a training collar
Oh yeah, right,
to avoid his barking.
right. Well, okay, all right, okay. All right, now this is interesting. Giving advice, asking for advice. All right, one thing we often do is when we're asking for advice, I've been thinking about doing this. I mean, what do you think of that idea? I know friends who have done that, use those training collars, and they are quite effective. You know what you should do? You should go on YouTube and look up that guy. Who's that guy? What's that guy's name? The dog whisperer guy.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about? He's really famous.
The TV show man.
Yeah, the TV show guy.
I think he's Cesar.
Cesar, yes.
Cesar. Yeah, that's
Cesar
him.
Milano. Cesar Milano, like
That's
something
him.
like that.
Cesar Milano. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Send an email. You
Right.
might send an email to Cesar Milano. And
Well, there you go. There's a great piece of advice. Javier, you could be on his show.
Yeah.
He loves to travel all over the world and deal with dog problems. So, maybe he's coming to your country. You don't know. Great idea.
Yes, that's a good one. Yes.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Get your problem fixed. You probably they probably pay those people that go on his show, I imagine. I don't know. Okay, that's a great one. Mauricio, do you have anything you need advice with about? Is there anything you need advice about there?
Do you have a good indication for movie? For what?
Oh, a recommendation. Do you have a recommendation,
recommendation
for a good movie? I don't. I don't. I haven't seen a movie in a couple months. Anybody else seen any good movies lately they could recommend? Anybody? No, Mauricio, there are no good movies. Stay home, save your money. Forget about it. Okay. I watched a movie. It was weird. It was both good and not good at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but I watched a movie a month, maybe 6 weeks ago, called Interstellar. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was both good and explain questions. But the good thing was my wife and I were talking about it for like 2 hours afterwards, arguing about points in the movie but what happened to this, and trying to figure out some plot lines that sort of mysteriously ended. We were kind of angry about it. But
it's what kind of movie?
It's science fiction. It's a science fiction movie, but it's along the lines of 2001: Space Odyssey, where you're going afterwards. Where did that giant black block come from? What did it do to the monkeys? What happened when he became a baby again? It leaves a lot of questions, and you're like, it's a really cool movie, but I don't know. It asks more questions than it answers. So you might enjoy that if you like that kind of thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. Xingyu, you need any advice? Xingyu, are you there?
Hi, teacher. I have a question.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you know how I can improve my English quickly?
Yes. Yes, I do. And thank you for this opportunity. Since you want me to donate my $10,000 to you, Xingyu, here's what you do. You purchase as many one-on-one classes with me, Teacher Oakley, as you can possibly afford. That's what you need to do. Xingyu, you had that coming.
That's good advice. If I have enough money, I would be your private student.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's my advice. You had that coming. Since you want to take all my money, I'll try to take all yours as well. Okay, well, of course, there's tons of advice here on Verbling for how to do that. Keiko, you need any advice? How to fix your microphone?
What can I do to improve my intonation, English intonation, teacher?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's okay, as there's like 30 seconds left. Woo! You might Google Teacher Oakley intonation classes and see what I've got there on YouTube. You might try that. I have done a lot of Verbling classes with intonation, and you have been a part of many of them, actually. That's a huge question, and there's a lot to do because there's lots of facets to that, and I could spend an entire hour talking about that. So there's a lot to do. But unfortunately, I don't have time to cover it all. I'm very sorry, Keiko. That's a huge question. Mulham, I'm sorry I didn't give you a chance to ask for advice. I am out of time. I got to go because I got another Verbling class coming right up. So thank you. Thank you all very, very much.